Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Perry. How are we doing this week? We're going to spotlight an Acro, and if you remember, the whole Acro Spotlight series started based on a request from a guy named Ed. He's a buddy of mine in the Reef biz that I've known for quite a while, and made a suggestion that I should work my way through the tank and spotlight Acros one at a time until I worked my way through the system. So that started the Acro Spotlight series. It did start it with that lovely right there, which is the TGC Bugatti. But this week I'm going to interact with Mike W., the audience. He made a comment saying, could I please feature the FHC Hell on Earth? FHC Hell on Earth. Sorry, I was a little slow there. Brain's not working too well this week, guys. I got to be real with you. I caught a little bit of this bug that's going on, so I'm dragging a little bit in terms of my brain speed. But we're going to get through it. So anyway, this week we are featuring the FHC Hell on Earth. Okay, so we'll kick it off with a front-on view of the colas here of this beautiful, what looks to be eventually a tabling type of smooth coral. It really gives a similar vibration to the JF Fox Flame. I don't know exactly which species it is, but you can see it's encrusted itself all the way down, has a nice, beautiful growth structure. So as we kind of pan out, you can see that it's just a would-be tree in the making. Yeah, real pretty. Now this one has some different tones in it, and it's progressed. So at first it really had the distinctive Fox Flame tips with the green tips. They've kind of subdued a little bit at the axial coralite is not quite as pronounced with the green coloration. But the trade-off has been that I've seen the coral mute from really like the Fox Flame coloration to show more lavenders, paled out purple, and some hints of blue in it. At one point, this coral, when I had fragged it originally for my buddy Matt in SB, it took on a pigment shift, which I thought was a GFP infection, but it kind of healed itself and worked itself out. The blue spot kind of went away, and it's kind of just settled back into what its original coloration was prior to the cutting. But as you can see, it's a smooth structured coral. The base tends to have more of a palish, kind of a light purple in my case with where I'm running nutrients and lighting, etc. And then takes on, a little bit more of a deeper coloration as you get closer to the axial coralite, and then it's showing more of that illuminated yellowish green tip right there at the axial coralite. So yeah, it's definitely. If you were to walk by the tank, you would see several others and you would walk past it. But in the spirit of trying to work with you guys, you're the ones driving this channel. I want to make sure and satisfy you guys. So let's do a top down and then we will wrap up here. Okay, and again, you really get a whole different perspective when you view from the top down. And as you can see, there's different tones that are a little bit more distinctive, easier to discuss than the front view. So, as mentioned before, it's a smooth variety coral, similar structure to the Fox Flame, similar coloration, at least started. Lineage on this one goes out to Jesse from Sweet Reef Corals, but you can see how it really begins to take on that more pale, kind of that pale lavender tone in the base, and then it gets to a little bit deeper and more saturated as you get up to the tip of the coral. And then ultimately, you've got those axial corallites that are intended to be like a greenish yellow color. I suspect when it's at its happiest, it would be more glowing. So it's looking good, but I think it has a lot more potential. So we'll keep an eye on this one. If I see anything that develops that warrants a revisit in terms of coloration, because I know that Tim Herman's that I've seen took on some really weird creamy tones, some beigeish creamy tones, some different tones, and really attractive looking piece. So we'll see what happens as this one develops. But that's what we're going to do for the week. Mike W., I hope this was good for you, my friend. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for following along.